What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. It's your boy Brian, and well, today we're going to talk a little bit about our brand new SCX10III by Axial. As you can see, we've got it pretty much fully built, and I like it. I like it a lot. This video, we're going to go over what I think about it so far and where we're going to take it next. So, how I like it is I like it a lot. I know we had our little servo debacle in our last video. And I think because of the community, I think I've got it figured out. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up, at least first, there's Axial does carry a set of servo savers that you can get, and I think it's a servo saver, so I only see one spring in there, so I'm probably going to pick up two sets for about $7, and it's for an Axial Yeti. I've been told that these are going to work perfectly fine for this vehicle here, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those up, but there's also a few 3D printed parts for people, because this is not only my issue. Obviously, this has been out for about 8 months, and other people have had this issue as well. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this video speaking about the servo savers, so if you want to know more about that, I'll leave a link at the end, and you guys can check that out. So, I took it out. I took it out about 3 times. Played on the rocks a little bit on a little run that I'm very used to. Took it out in some water. Took it out on some shale, some really loose, gravelly shale. So I did get it out, and I definitely got a good basic first test. Kind of figure out where I want my shock springs at, kind of see how the 2-speed transmission works and how the dig feature works. And I tell you, I was extremely confused until I came back home and I watched a couple videos. RC Review puts out a perfect video. I mean, it really explains it great. So I'll actually leave a link to that at the end as well if you want to learn a little bit more about the dig feature and what it does. But I'll just explain to you kind of how he did. Because when I was out there and I threw, boom, throw it and dig, and it's front wheel drive. And I'm thinking, what is that? I mean, did I get it wrong? Did I mess it up in the transmission when I built the kit? Should it actually be rear wheel drive? Well, the answer is no. And I did do it correctly. And I'm going to keep the dig feature because it solves one of the biggest problems that our RC crawlers have, and it's turning radius. And I had no clue when it went front wheel drive, because of course I didn't drive it front wheel drive. I just turned it back into 4 and went on my way. But it actually will turn it to front wheel drive and lock the rear. And what that does is it just basically makes this thing pivot right on its rear tires. So if you would have this wild, huge turning radius, this is going to actually lock the rear wheels, give you front wheel drive. You're going to turn it all the way to the side, and this thing's just going to do one of these and turn on itself. And I was blown away when I saw it. I watched the video like 3 times just because I really didn't understand what I was looking at, because I've never seen a crawler do that before. I tell you, I've always wanted a better turning radius, and if for some reason, you're stuck and you need to pivot right on top of yourself, the dig feature is where it's at. So definitely check out the video by RC Review. Like I said, link at the end. So I had it out there, and I loved it. I mean, the articulation in just the stock, the stock setup is really, really great. And it looks good. I mean, you've got this really cool little engine cover here. Your little motor cover turns it into an engine. And then you've got, just an open spot where you can see your really great servos. So I'm super, super jacked. The Holmes Hobbies motor that I got in here, a little $20 can, runs great. Our Hobby Wing pushes it perfectly. Now, few things that we're going to do. I just picked up this, I'm going to say Iwata, I probably got it wrong, but I just picked up this really great Iwata airbrush gun. This is an entry-level gun, and I've been waiting to upgrade from my Banggood gun for a while now, because I wanted something that sprayed just a little more consistently. Now we're really starting to get into spraying things, and I picked this one up for about $100. The hose was extra, it was like another 20 bucks. So out the door, tax tag and shipped, I think 150 bucks, I got everything to the house. So we're going to paint our little SCX10III body here in this awesome lime green. This is a Proline color. This is a Proline color, and it's lime green pearl. And I'll tell you what, I actually hit RC Dale's truck with a little bit of this and some other colors, and the color that stood out was this. So we're going to spray this thing front to back in that lime green. And remember, we got a bunch of injection molded parts here. So, you know, against the lime green, you're going to get some black as well. And who knows, there might be something else that finds its way in the body. But I kind of want it to look like, you know, like it came off the showroom floor. Not a little, you know, too over the top or crazy. You know, I still want it to look like, you know, what it's supposed to look like, a Jeep. So we got the lime green going on. I'm actually going to paint that through today and tomorrow. So you might actually get a video tomorrow featuring our lime green paint job. And speaking of body, I do eventually want to get a killer hard shell body for this. Now, I've got some really great friends out there. Quan, one of them, man, I tell you what, he's got some hard shell bodies that just, they still blow my mind. I want to get something exactly like that for this, to where in the right angle, you can't tell this is an RC car on video. So if you guys have any ideas for hard shell bodies, let me know, man. Hit me in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Then what we're gonna do is we keep this body, you know, nice. If we gotta go out and thrash this thing, we can throw the Gen 7 body on it. And if we gotta go to a show or something, we throw the hard shell body on it. So 3 separate bodies, all of which have their own purpose for this vehicle. So stay tuned for that as well. One of the things I did notice while I was out there on the rocks, I've had a TRX4. I got a TRX4, I was on a waiting list for it, you know, 4 years ago when these things came out. And I loved it. When portal axles came out, it was like this magical thing. Well, I'll tell you what, I dragged the bottom of that truck across a bunch of stuff. I've got footage of this truck, just, there is not a scratch on the bottom of this thing anywhere because it never touched a rock. There's just single rock that these portal axles just floated right over it. And I knew for sure I was going to get caught on it. I mean, there's no way the Komodo's going to do any of that, any of it. So kudos to the portal axles. Axial got it done right on this one for sure. I'm very happy with them. And my electronics are great. I still haven't even messed with everything yet. I mean, I've got this cool little card here that allows me to do a bunch of really cool stuff. Because I'm telling you, the Hobby Wing was set up great. I poked the front end of this thing over a cliff and let go, and the drag brake had me just stuck on the rock. I mean, anything else would have just rolled on down the hill. So there's plenty of cool adjustments I can do inside this ESC to really make this truck drive exactly how I want to. And then with that new dig feature, being able to spin around on its back feet, I haven't even got to do that yet, and I'm going to. I'm very, very excited. So I haven't messed with this yet, and you know about the crazy, you know, servo we got in here. This is the servo horn that Axial gives you for your servo. I have the other one on here. I think this is the 20, this is a 23. It means the 24 is on here. This is the servo horn that Savox gives you with their Savox servo. So I'm assuming that, you know, the farthest away from basically your pivot point is going to be the most ounces and the most work that servo has to do. They're basically saying that they should be able to tie your RC truck into a nut. I mean, I've never seen a servo horn like that, ever. And of course, it's you know, metal. I mean, this thing is just crazy. I don't even know what you do with this. This would fit on nothing. You know what I mean? So, very cool. So far with the wheels and tires, I like them. I have heard and seen that on a really smooth rock, they get a little slippy. But as far as crawling around where I was, it did shale well. It amplifies your portal axles. I wish I had a TRX4 here right now to kind of show you the difference, because yes, there are portal axles. However, the taller tire is also pushing you up even more. I mean, your ground clearance is crazy with this thing. Absolute joy to drive. Now, yes, a bit top heavy, sure. But if you go into it knowing that, then you drive accordingly. So I absolutely love this thing. I can't wait to start getting, you know, the green paint on there. There are some more little parts that have to go on here. I've got some rock slides. These were in the bag with all the body stuff, so I've got some rock slides. Speaking of RC Review, he's going to hate this because I really like how he did his SCX10III. He actually, I wasn't even going to install this. This is kind of that half interior thing. But I think I might actually install this and install the roll cage, because what RC Review did is he actually chopped out all of the top here, came behind the doors and chopped this out, and then ran the roll cage inside here. And it looked killer. Half the roll cage is exposed. I hate to steal an idea from somebody, but man, when an idea is good, an idea is good. I would take that as kind of props to myself if someone tried to copy what I was doing. So look out for that as well. I'm not totally decided on that's what I'm going to do, but man, does it look cool. So anyway, guys, I've got maybe a little bit more footage at the end of this, a little bit more run footage out there, but I'm going to get busy painting this thing. I hope you guys are all having a really good weekend. Until the next one, guys, it's Brian, Amazing RC. We'll get you guys another really cool video very, very soon.
She's waiting